Hello, friends. Welcome to day 15 of Reconnect, your 30-day yoga challenge. We're at the halfway point. Can you believe it? It's crazy. So, the first step toward real and lasting change is to first accept the reality of the present moment, just as it is. Because guess what? The present moment is, and to resist what is just causes suffering. The same is true with our feelings, right? Sometimes we feel something and we often think, oh, I shouldn't feel that, or I should feel another way, right? When what we really need in those moments is to allow ourselves to feel just how we feel and offer ourselves compassion. Today is about allowing you to be you. Before we begin, if you enjoy my classes, then please click the subscribe button. And please also consider becoming a Patreon member. Patreon gives me the support that I really need to make these videos, and it gets you access to classes and content I only create for my patrons. It's a really great community. If you're a member already, thank you. And if not, I welcome you to check it out. So let's begin class today in a nice, easy, comfortable seat. Root your sit bones or whatever part of you is touching the ground. Sit up nice and tall. Let the shoulders melt from your ears and close your eyes. Just come into a natural breath in and out through your nose. And allow yourself to relax into each breath. Allow yourself to be fully present. Bring a gentle awareness to your forehead, the point between your brow, and soften and relax across your forehead. Relax the muscles around your eyes and your cheeks. And soften your tongue. Relax your jaw. With each exhale, feel any tension, tightness in the face and shoulders melting away, dissolving into the breath. And now take a moment to notice what it is that you are feeling right now. Really try to tune in to your physical and emotional state. And whatever it is that you're feeling, imagine giving yourself a great big welcoming hug, allowing yourself to be exactly as you are right now. And then whatever it is that you're feeling, hold yourself with deep compassion. And just take a few moments and welcome compassion to your whole experience right now. Let's begin with a few words of affirmation and intention. I'll say these words out loud, and you repeat them silently to yourself. And place your right hand over your heart, left hand on top of the right hand. I allow myself to feel what I feel. I allow myself to be who I am. I respect, trust, and honor myself. I will hold myself with kindness and compassion. Sit for a few more moments, eyes closed. Just breathe. Allow your hands to fall to your knees. Keeping your eyes closed, dip your chin to your chest. Roll the right ear to the right shoulder. Let that left shoulder fall away from the ear. Take it in the opposite direction. Left ear, left shoulder. Again, the right shoulder falls from that ear. And just go back and forth a couple times like this. Big, full breaths. Nice little stretch in the neck and the shoulders. Keeping the eyes closed. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Let's take some shoulder rolls. Lifting the shoulders up to the ears and rolling them down the back. Great big breath as you lift. Exhale as the shoulders fall. Let's take it in the opposite direction. So rolling them up and forward now. And now blink the eyes open. Let's take some big spinal circles. So just let the upper body make like a cone shape rolling around the hips. And you can let the upper body be really soft and Gumby-like here. Okay, just let the head and the upper body roll around a little bit. And move in a way that feels free and easy and relaxing and joyful. It's a really great way to open up some space in the hips and the low back. Let's take it in the opposite direction. Big, full, deep breaths. Yeah, and inhale, sit up nice and tall. Shake it out, shake it out. Great big breath. Reach your hands up to the sky. Open mouth, exhale, bend the elbows. Push the heart to the sky. Squeeze the shoulders behind you. All right, let's come to tabletop. And we'll work through some cat-cows together. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. As you inhale, wrap the elbows in. Push the heart forward, shoulders back. And exhale, push into the earth, round through the upper back. Draw the navel in. Big breath, heart forward, shoulders back. And exhale, push, firm up the belly. Move like this with the breath. And again, welcome your own little expression here. So if you feel called to move in some different ways, roll around a little bit, listen to your body. The wisdom of your body is great. All right, coming to stillness, let's take some big hip circles here. And these are more than just a stretch. These are really great to strengthen the glutes and the hip muscles. So lift that left knee straight up in the air and take some big circles. So drawing the knee forward and then back, making the hip the center of the circle. Couple more, opposite direction. Nice, you feel that butt muscle working? All right, bring it down. Let's do the other side. Lift the right knee up as high as you can and then take some big yawning circles with that knee. Any direction to start. Again, you're lifting the knee up and around the hip, opposite direction here. So the hip is kind of in the center of the circle. Couple more, starting to feel a little something in the glutes. Oh yes. Now bring that knee down. Okay, now we're going to work the glutes even more, keeping the elbows wrapped in. You're going to lift that left knee out to the side, bring it forward to touch the top of the tricep, and then extend it straight back. We're going to do that a few times. Here we go. Inhale, forward, exhale, straight back. Inhale, forward, exhale, straight back. That's 2. Come forward. Straight back for 3, feeling it now. Touch, straight back 4, and 1 more. Touch, straight back 5. Hold, squeeze the glute, and then drop the knee. Excellent work. Okay, other side. Lift that right knee, bring it forward, touch the tricep, extend it back. Forward to touch, bring it back. 2. Forward, touch, straight back for 3. touch. Straight back for 4. When you bring it forward, try to touch as high up on the tricep as you can. Extend it straight back. Hold, push through the heel, squeeze that right glute, and then float the knee down. Beautiful work. Curl your toes under now, and then sit back to your heels for a little fire toes. This is a great plantar fascial stretch, stretching the fascial tissue in the back, on the bottom of the foot. For some, this can be intense, so just breathe through it. Relax the shoulders and breathe. And then sweep the hands around behind you. Interlace the fingers. Draw the knuckles down and away. And with the hands clasped tightly, try to lift the hands up a little bit. Feel that beautiful stretch in the shoulders. Big breaths. You can roll the head around a little bit here. See, you forgot all about the toes, didn't you? Keep breathing. All right, release the hands. Stay on the toes. Reach your hands up to the sky. Open mouth, exhale. Heart to the sky. Squeeze the shoulders behind you. Hands come down. Untuck the toes. Relief. And just tap the tops of the feet against the mat here. Let any tension melt away. And then sit back to your heels. Okay, I'm going to take you through something called Hindu push-ups here. Hindu push-ups are phenomenally good at strengthening the upper body. They're really great for your spine. They're really great for your core. I love them, and you will too after this. All right, I'm going to demonstrate, and then we'll do them together in a moment. So they look like this. There's 5 steps. Step 1, come into downward dog position. Step 2, you come down to the knees and the forearms. Step 3, you shift the upper body forward, keeping the elbows close to your sides, and lower the chest to about 1 inch or 2 off the mat, heels into the butt. Step 4, you push up, straightening the arms, keeping the heels into the butt. And step 5, you lower the chest and lower the feet down. And then come back to child's pose, and then come forward to tabletop and back to downward dog. All right, let's do them together. Let's come into downward dog. Just take a moment or 2 to pedal the feet, bend one knee, draw the opposite heel down, stretch out the back of the legs a little. And then coming to stillness, here we go. Come down to the knees and the elbows. As you exhale, shift the upper body forward, heels into the butt, and lower the chest a couple inches off the mat. Inhale, straighten the arms into a push-up, keep the heels into the butt. Exhale, lower everything down, chest and feet, and sink hips to heels, child's pose. Nice. Tabletop, back up to downward dog. Here we go again. Back to elbows and knees. Exhale, shift forward, hover the chest, heels into the butt. Inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, lower all the way down, and sink hips back to heels. Come forward, curl the toes, downward dog. Knees and elbows come down. Exhale, shift forward, hover the chest, heels into the butt. Inhale, straighten the arms, push up. Exhale, lower all the way down to your chest. Hips to heels, child's pose. Nice, just a couple more. Come forward, tabletop, curl the toes, lift up, downward dog. Knees and elbows come down. Exhale, shift forward, hover the chest, heels into the butt. Inhale, straighten the arms, push up. Exhale, lower all the way down and sink hips to heels, child's pose. Okay, this next one, we're going to do something a little bit different, so follow me. Come forward, tabletop, back up to downward dog. We come down to the knees and the elbows, and then extend both legs straight back behind you for forearm plank. All right, elbows under the shoulders here. Push into the hands, the forearms, and the elbows. Draw the navel into your spine, firm up the belly. Really working the core here. So feel it in the belly. Also feel it in the ribs. Feel it in the glutes. Feel it in the thighs. So all of those muscles are engaged, holding your body in a plank shape, nice and straight and strong. Breathe for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower the thighs and the hips for Sphinx pose. Elbows under the shoulders, might have to reposition a little bit. Pushing into the elbows and forearms, lift up the heart, and really push into the elbows, and imagine dragging the elbows back towards you, pushing your heart forward and drawing the shoulders back. So it's all of those opposing forces creating space in the vertebrae, which makes this so good for your spine, and also that compression at the back of the discs of the lower back, the lumbar spine. This is good because it's the opposite of what we do when we sit and hunch forward. We're in a little back bend here. Breathe into that. And exhale, slowly come down. Reach your hands forward. Great big breath. Wiggle the fingers and toes. And as you exhale, let the whole body soften and relax on the mat. And sink your hips back to your heels. Child's pose. Come forward into tabletop. Curl the toes. Lift your hips. Downward dog. And slowly walk your hands back to your feet at the back of the mat. Bend into your knees. Wave up to a standing position. Let the upper body hang heavy as you straighten the legs. Rise up, hands to the hips. All right, now we're going to do some Hindu squats, okay? Maybe you've done these with me before, maybe not. I'll show them to you. We're going to do them at a faster pace than we normally do to just up the energy a little bit here. Okay, so they look like this. I'll demo and then we'll do them together. As you exhale, slowly bend the knees, reach the hands forward. Inhale, rise up, hands to the hips. So when you come down nice and deep, the spine is nice and straight here. We're not hunched over, butt isn't sticking out. Nice and deep, and then rise up, hands to the hips. Okay, we're gonna do 20, nice fast pace. Okay, here we go. Of course, if you get short of breath or anything, slow it down, take your time. Otherwise, hang with me. Here we go. 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, feel it, 14, 15, 16, almost there, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's get deep and stay. Weight in the heels, breathe into the thighs for 3, 2, 1, rise up. All right, shake it out. Shake out the legs. Just keep shaking it out. Let the heart rate slow. Great big full breaths. Letting your body come back to equilibrium here. Great big breath, reach up to the sky. Palms meet overhead, slice right down through the center. And let's take a bow. Inhale, walk the hands back to top of the mat, downward dog, and let's take some spinal waves here. So as you inhale, wave your body forward to plank pose. Exhale, dip the knees, sink the hips back to the heels, and wave the tailbone up to downward dog. Let's do that a few times with the breath. Inhale, wave forward. Exhale, dip the knees, sink the hips, and lift the tailbone. A couple more times. Big breath in. Exhale, take it back and up. Wave it forward and back and up. Downward dog. This time we wave it forward to plank pose. And as slow as you can, lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck the toes for a little cobra pose. Slide the hands back near the low ribs. Lift the heart. Push your heart forward. Open the upper back. Exhale, lower. And hips to heels. Child's pose. Beautiful work. Let your forehead come down to the mat. You'll start to roll your forehead from side to side a little bit. And let your whole body rock from side to side gently as you breathe. Coming to stillness, just relax into this moment. Sit back to your heels and sweep your legs around in front of you. Take a nice wide leg seat. Root your sit bones. Point the knees and the toes straight up to the sky and tent your fingertips up on the mat in front of you. Lift up nice and tall through the heart and crown of your head and begin to walk your fingers forward, keeping this nice long spine. Breathe into the sensation that you feel in your hips and hamstrings. As soon as you feel a good amount of stretch, stay there. Support yourself with your hands. Breathe, relax. And then if it feels good, you can take it deeper. If not, stay right there. Don't push it too far. Stay in a place of ease. And find that sweet spot and rest there for a few breaths. Inhale, slowly rise. Come all the way to your back and hug your knees into your chest. Close your eyes, a little rock side to side. Once again, check in, notice, what are you feeling right now? Physically, emotionally, mentally. Can you allow yourself to be fully you right now? No shoulds, no shouldn'ts. Just you in your beautiful complexity. Celebrate the miracle of who you are. Take your feet up in the air. Happy baby. Grab the outside edges of the feet. Allow the feet to open a little bit here. Shoulders and low back draw downward. And again, come back to that easy rock back and forth. This rocking motion is very primal. It soothes the nervous system. That's why we rock babies, right? Just feel that for a moment. Big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, release the feet. And let's find a restful Shavasana together. Begin to bring some movement to your fingers and your toes, your wrists and ankles. Inhale, reach your hands overhead. Great big stretch with your breath. Exhale, knees into chest. And roll to your right side. And push yourself up to a seat at the top of your mat. Bring your palms together at your heart, eyes closed. And let's raise our thumb knuckle to the point between our brow. We bow to one another in light and love. Namaste. I'm so enjoying these practices with you, this journey with you. I hope that you are too. I hope that you're finding these practices meaningful and special. All right, grab your journals, and your journal question today is to ask yourself the question, what am I resisting? Okay, just take ask yourself that question honestly, all aspects of your life. What am I resisting? I purposely left it really broad so that you can take it in any direction that you feel called to take it. And then if you do recognize there are things, indeed, I am resisting, then the question becomes, is it possible that welcoming an attitude of more acceptance and allowance can be a catalyst for positive change. Okay? Got that? Is it possible that welcoming an attitude of more allowance and acceptance can be actually a catalyst for positive change? Think about that. Again, there's no right or wrong answers here. Just let your heart guide you and let the pen go where it wants to go. I love you lots. And tomorrow is day 16. I will see you there.